Hello everyone, welcome out to my channel. Today we're going to play How to Break Up with Your Yandere Boyfriend. Found on itch.io, it's a Yandere dating sim. Let's begin. Type your username. Type our name. Wyan. Hey Wyan. The sound of your name jolts you back to reality. You blink, realizing you've been staring blankly at your open computer screen for who knows how long, doing absolutely nothing. Your gaze shifts to the clock on the wall, still office hours, before shifting to the person you called your name. It was your coworker, the one that you've been working closely with for a while now. Unlike the person she replaced, the two of you get along surprisingly well. So what is she going to talk about? For a moment, you just stare blankly at the file sheet and stand towards you. They need some last-minute changes before sending them to the client. Something about increasing the font size by a point? She mimics her boss's mannerisms perfectly, coaxing a faint smile from you. As you take the files, your fingers instinctively return to the keyboard, typing out the same monotonous rhythm as always. You still haven't talked to him, have you? A few people passed by your desk, arguing loudly, but you keep your eyes fixed on the screen and mutter, "Not yet." How much longer are you going to delay this? It won't change anything. I know. Your coworker takes a sip from her mug without lifting her hands from the keyboard, then glimpses. Thanks to your boss's dragging out the meeting, the coffee's gone ice cold. Unless it was iced coffee. That's how I would drink it. You can't keep doing this. Aren't you dead set on telling him last night? You roll your eyes dramatically and exhale, knowing full well she won't see it. I tried, but in the middle of our video call, his dog suddenly started throwing up. It's like the dog trying to stop us from barking up. How was I supposed to drop a bark up on him like that? I'm not that heartless. Was it serious? You tried to recall the last message your boyfriend sent to you this morning. I think she swallowed something or had an allergic reaction. Either way, I'm sure she's fine now. Soren took her to the vet this morning. Perfect opportunity. Call him somewhere after work and talk. Breaking up from a phone call would be kind of rude, but Soren would never leave his dog alone like that. He's crazy attached to her. It'll only take half an hour. No way, how am I supposed to explain why I'm breaking up with him in half an hour? It's impossible. People break up in a single text these days. That's way too harsh. Besides, he never accepted it. Your coworker suddenly stops typing and returns to you, confused. You don't need him to accept it. Just tell him that you don't feel the same anymore. Unless that's actually the case. It's not actually the case. Your fingers freeze in mid-type. Of course it is. Alright, don't get mad. But if you're so sure about breaking up, why keep delaying it? You saw hard before answering, as if you've been you're asking yourself the same thing. Of course, this isn't the kind of question you can resolve in the middle of a workday, mid-conversation with a coworker. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not as good as breaking hearts as you are. See? More excuses. Maybe you should reconsider. You might regret it later. Definitely. He's called the Yandere boyfriend for a reason. No, I have to end it. Like I said, my feelings changed. I know how good he is to me, how devoted he is, but I can't return it. Wait, I've been thinking about my ex. Oh. Defensive now. Your voice rises slightly. Not that I want him back, it's just things have been different with him. Maybe Soren and I just aren't right for each other. To your surprise, your coworker nods. That's fair. I'm sure he'll be happier with someone else too. You're right. It's like, and she's like, me. You're right. I'll tell him today. And this time, I mean it. Just then, the files on your desk tremble slightly, starring you. Oh, we just played that yesterday. It takes you a second to realize that it's just your phone vibrating beneath them. But the moment you see his name flashing on the screen, an odd tension coils in your chest. Your eyes dart to your coworkers. It's him. Unlike you, she looks almost excited, nudging you towards the phone. Perfect timing. Check what he wrote. Whose printout is this? It got mixed up with mine. It's probably someone grumbling by the printer, and your coworker jumps up in a hurry. Left alone, you hesitate. A part of your dreads whatever new complication this message might bring, something that could unravel your resolve. Your fingers hover before finally tapping the screen. Okay, wait for test results, but they said she ate something she shouldn't have. ... Hey, love, we finished early at the vet, so I went shopping. I got some ribs the ribs you love, cooking a special dinner tonight. Just the two of us. What do you say? You exhale sharply, lean back in your chair, closing your eyes. Your coworker rushes back, papers in hand. What did he say? You glance around the office, making sure no one's paying attention, then show her the message. That's great. All you have to do is go, then explain things as kindly as possible. From what I remember at the company's dinner, Soren seemed like a very reasonable, kind guy. You end things clean, no drama. About that, it might be Yandere. And that's the definition of not a Yandere. You have no doubt. Soren's reasonable, level-headed, even. And yet, the thought of having that conversation stirs an increasable ease in you. You can't explain why. Soren's the definition of ordinary. Dog, remote, job, weekends, split between bad movies and you. No surprises, no drama, just life. Painfully ordinary. Maybe that's part of why you want to leave. Compared to your ex, no, you can't make that comparison yet. Not until this is over. Actually, I'll probably prefer the ordinary person that ends up being a Yandere. Actually, she's Yandere. With a quick tap on the keyboard, you reply, "Of course I'll be there." The rest of the day passes, and the heck get bored, yet somehow faster than you expected. By the time, I like how it's like real life cars. By the time you part up and by the time you're packing up and chatting with your coworkers on your way out, you realize you're in the best mood you've been in for days. Your coworker flashes you a knowing smile before parting ways. Don't forget to text me updates. I'll be waiting. But the moment dinner crosses your mind, all your anxieties come crashing back down like a weight in your shoulders. You freeze mid sidewalk, earning a few annoyed bumps from the passerby. All right, see you. Since you need to stop by your place first, you hurry into the crowded metro and pull out your phone, only to find bad news waiting. We notice you haven't picked up your dress yet. It's freshly cleaned and waiting for you at Suds and Suds. Don't forget to stop by during our hours, 8 to 7. No, Soren hasn't canceled. Worse, you completely forgot to pick up your dress from the dry cleaners for your best friend's birthday party tomorrow. Your stomach drops as you reread the reminder text, double-checking the shop's address and hours. The dry cleaner's in the exact opposite direction in Soren's place. If you go now, you'll definitely be late for dinner. Your option? Skip the party entirely. With tomorrow's big client meeting, your boss won't give you even an hour break. You can't exactly show up to your friend's fancy venue in some random outfit. Swing by the dry cleaners. The weight of the impending conversation with Soren already presses down on you. But right now, more than anything, you need this. The evening with friends, a chance to breathe. You owe yourself that mercy. Besides, Mina isn't just any friend. She's your childhood confidant. You could never abandon her on her birthday. You hop off the metro and power walk to the dry cleaners, arriving just before closing time. As you clutch the fleshy clean dress and step back into the street, a wave of relief washes over you. Tomorrow's party will be perfect. You laugh, you forget, you'll live. But then it hits you, you need to text Soren. Hey, running a bit late. Something urgent came up after work. A pain of guilt stabs your chest as you hit send. You should explain, but how? Hope it's okay. He doesn't even know about the party or the breakup, and now is definitely not the time. Reply pings instantly. No worries, babe. The message conjures a memory. Your last night out together, rushing downstairs in heels, one snapping mid-step. You nearly trembled headfirst if he hadn't caught you. You buried that humiliating moment, yet he remembers. Don't rush, be careful. I can come pick you up if you like. Thanks, no, I'll keep you posted. You rush home, shower and haze, and throw on something comfortable before sliding into the waiting Uber. Of course you don't forget to text Soren. On my way now. The words we send a voluntary ripple of unease through you until you remember. Right, just him and his dog, like always. Great, babe, I'll be waiting for you. Tonight, you don't tolerate any distractions, no excuses, no turning back. Since Soren's place is quite far from the city center, you have plenty of time during your journey. And the question that has been weighing on your mind for days resurfaced once again. Is breaking up with him truly the right decision? If you were to bypass your indecisive reasoning, instead trust your feelings, just as you tend to tonight, you would find your answer crystal clear. You no longer want to continue this relationship. There's something wrong here. Something that simply feels wrong to you. We just know he's Yandere. Just then your phone buzzes with a notification pulling you from your thoughts. Assuming it's a message from your boyfriend, you reach for your phone, but the name that flashes across the screen makes your heart voluntarily quicken its pace. Lars. Your ex-boyfriend. Or rather, the ex-boyfriend who has been creeping into your thoughts more and more lately. Hi, it's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Sorry if I'm bothering you. I just wanted to know if you're coming to the party tomorrow. As you read the message, an inescapable thrill rises within you. Knowing Lars' fondness for the crowd, for crowded lively gatherings, and the fact that he shares mutual friends with Mina, whose birthday is tomorrow, you're certain he'll be there. But what puzzles you is why, after all these months of silence, is his first message is about this. You have no idea. Should you respond? Your fingers hesitate over the screen, your inner voice whispering that it would be a mistake. Yeah, another part of you burns to know. Has he really moved on? An ages to answer. Text Lars. Fine, you overcome your hesitation and let your fingers tap against the keyboard. Hey Lars. Hi Lars. Yeah, it's really has been a while. haven't decided about the party yet. Thankfully, risking being late for the dinner at Soren's house just to pick up your dress from the dry cleaner, only to back out of the party at the last minute would be pure madness. Either way, there is no need for Lars to know all that. Your thumb hovers over Sin, just as you're about to slide the phone into your pocket, and their vibration pulses against your palm. Understand. The speed of the reply surprises you, especially considering Lars was never exactly known for being prompt when it comes to answering a test. I also realize my question must have sounded stupid. I just figured you're coming with your boyfriend. And if you two are going to be there, I was thinking of skipping it. There's something... So, now I'm just as undecided as you are. There's something about Lars' messages so different from the careless, confident attitude you remember that leaves you momentarily unsure of how to interpret them. What you do understand is that he seems less interested in whether you're attending the party and more concerned about whether your boyfriend will be there. But why? Because our boyfriend's a Yandere? A strange unease stirs inside you, and as you realize that, beyond you, Soren and Lars have absolutely nothing in common. Should you ask him about it? Or should you end the conversation here and focus on the last evening you spent with Soren? First, I'm going to ask him. The galling pull of curiosity quickly overwhelms your hesitation, feeling your unease. Thankfully tonight, Lars seems to have abandoned all his old habits. He doesn't avoid giving you a clear, direct answer. Okay, so where do you go? Wherever you go to the party depends on us? Yes. Or rather, I will say not lumping you in with him. I don't want to run into your boyfriend and end up ruining the night for both of us. I thought you never would have considered something that had never been even crossed your mind, selling services. Did something happen between you and Soren behind my back? This time, even though you don't see that Lars is online, he doesn't reply right away. Well, you'd better off asking him that. It's not my place to interfere with your relationship. It's just thinking back to the past. I wish things had turned out differently. Though you know Lars was never the kind to apologize to anyone, his phone messages somehow feel like an apology. It meant you still miss him. Everything you once lived with him. The memories, the regrets, the endless waves come rushing back to your life. In your mind. There's a bond between you and Lars. One so passionate, thrilling, and complicated, they could never truly deny it. No matter what you did, it was a connection you could never fully break. Crap, me too. The moment you hit send, the weight of what you're done crashes over you. You realize, with a sinking feeling, how foolish you must have been, and deep regret grips on you. It's too late. Already too late. You can see that Lars has read your message. Without waiting for a response, you shut your phone off in the shame and shove it deep in your pocket, laying your forehead against the car window as you struggle to steady your breathing. And yet, are you completely sorry for what you've done? That's a question you can't answer so easily. As you step out of Uber, you notice that the light patter of raindrops trapped against the car window has turned into a steady downpour. Seeing how dark the sky has grown, you check the time on your phone, only to realize you're running later than you thought. The realization sends a ripple of tension for you. You pick up your pace, crossing a small garden of Soren's house, an old but steady-looking two-story detached house. Its renovations probably postponed. You rush beneath the gondola, pergola at the entrance, i- doing your best to shield yourself from the rain. As you press the doorbell, you take a moment to notice how the neighborhood, made up entirely of similar detached houses, remains just as calm and quiet as ever, rain or not. Soon the muffled sound of footsteps and distant dog barks pierce through the hum of the rain. Then the door swings open, and there he is. Our Yandere, our handsome Yandere. Despite the difference in your height, he swings forward just enough for you to clearly see the warm smile spreading across his face. Welcome, love. Come on in. Don't get any wetter. He steps inside to let you in, and just as you cross the threshold, the familiar warmth of the house wraps around you. The contrast between it and the cold, damp air outside, or perhaps the weight of what's about to happen, sends a faint shiver down your spine. Just then, Soren closes the door swiftly behind you and turns to face you. Okay, we should probably do nothing. It might be the best to put a little distance between you and him, especially with the breakup talk still looming ahead. So instead of hugging or kissing him like you usually do, you settle for a warm smile. Unlike you, Soren leans in and presses a soft kiss on your cheek, either unaware of your reserved manner or choosing to ignore it. Oh, there's the dog. Just then the dog trots over to the door where you're both standing, her tiny body trembling with excitement as she begins to growl at you, surprising volume for her size. Well, she is a, what do you call it? A brain fart. They're known for being loud. You notice the wet mark around her mouth and immediately understand Soren must have tried to distract her with food before opening the door, hoping to soften her mood. But clearly she couldn't be bothered to finish her snack when the opportunity to antagonize you was too tempting. Terrible dog, though. With the little eye patch. You missed Wyan too, didn't you, princess? It's like, to be fair, I'll be the one that princess would like. Princess is a small, greedy, one-eyed, I know the name, I just cannot pronounce it on top of my head. Chua. Sad to remember. One day, one-eyed Chua meant that Soren adopted, though he refuses to admit it. She absolutely has anger issues. Yeah, I can tell. But adorable. Thankfully, her temperament and the eye patch she wears, Pirate would have been far more fitting name. But it's a cute eye patch. Don't mind her. She always gets a little sensitive after the vet. Oh, of course, no problem. But you know damn well it has nothing to do with the vet. She despises you from the moment you met for reasons you never understand. Because she knows we're gonna break his heart. Not that you could say that to Soren, who somehow still believes his princess is the sweetest, jealous dog alive. No, I know sweeter dogs already. Luckily, as long as he's around, her hatred doesn't escalate beyond bared teeth and growls. So you both head to the living room. She settles to glare daggers at you or back. My coworker's dog literally just wanted me to pet her like for 10-15 minutes. We're not gonna ask. Don't ask. The last thing you want to think about right now is Princess. so you skip over any updates about her condition without a second thought. After all, she was the one who ruined your video call last night, the one that delayed the breakup conversation tonight. You could even say she indirectly is responsible for you missing the chance to pick up your dress for tomorrow's birthday party, meaning you'll probably miss it altogether. And that will most likely damage things with Mina, your best friend who invited you. Fine, okay, fine. You're just tense. Maybe a little unfairly demonetizing a tiny grumpy grumpy dog. Yes, a very cute one. The moment you step into the living room, the mouth-watering aroma is as fried ribs spill out from the kitchen, wrapping around you. A single glance on the table tells you everything. The carefully arranged plates and candles casting their warm glow. Your favorite wines chilling in the ice bucket. It's like, I don't drink wine, sir. It's painfully clear how much effort Soren put into this dinner. Well, I call it diner. And the guilt inside you swells just a little more. How many of your exes have cooked a meal like this for you? Probably none. Better question, how many ever cooked for you at all? Not reheated leftovers, no takeout, cooked. And actually good cooking. If we count the Yandere, it's actually 2. Maybe 3. Yeah, 3. Maybe more. Was there even one among them who appreciated his meal you prepared? Alright, fine. You give Wires a pass here. After all, you can't ignore the exaggerant restaurants he took you to. The fancy restaurants he took you to. But one thought lingers, refusing to be dismissed. Maybe the real problem isn't this relationship, but your own feelings. Maybe what you should do is silence those unreadable emotions, the ones that keep dragging you into the wrong relationships, and finally listen to logic. Maybe instead of breaking up with Soren, you should be proposing to him. It's like, oh, we're got marriage proposal. But why would Soren accept a proposal from someone like you? Because it's a yandere. He has a better job, a nicer house, a reliable car, a beloved dog, hobbies that fulfill him, and a life that seems to be going perfectly well. He would still accept. Meanwhile, you have nothing but a job you constantly complain about, a few friends, a weak family ties, a bunch of trauma and debt left over from his terrible past relationships. The only thing you could offer him was a rather feeble love compared to his. Some fun, having a bit of charm, and a whole lot of chatter. No, you're not being too harsh on yourself. You just want to remind yourself of the truth, that's all. Unlike your previous partners, you never understood what exactly keeps him in this relationship. Could this be what they call true love? Unfortunately, after your past bad relationships, your instincts wouldn't let you put those rose-colored glasses back on. You no longer believe in fairy tales with white knights rescuing princesses from monsters. Not when the monster might be our boyfriends. As jokes aside, you quickly jump in, trying to come up with an excuse for your unusually long silence caused by your thoughts. But, come on, the monsters have better relationships. Everything looks amazing. Yanderes, monsters in general, vampires, werewolves. Even such a simple phrase is enough to make his eyes light up. I'm so glad you like it. The food is almost ready. Do you need any help? No need, darling. I got it. Please, just sit and relax for a bit. You just call us darling. You must be tired from trying to make it in time for dinner. You forgot all about being late since he hasn't said a word about it till now. But now, since this subtle mark from Soren is enough to unsettle your peace, what little of it may still be left. You quickly begin crafting several possible expressions in your head for why you're late. One that doesn't involve the birthday party tomorrow, and that he is unlikely to question. But he doesn't give you a chance to lie. After checking on his dog, who has now gone into her bed in the corner, Soren smiles at you and disappears down the hallway. While you wait for him, maybe you can do something. Stay in the living room. Before such an important conversation, you need a moment to gather your courage. Take a deep breath. You sit on the couch. The wooden display cabinets, drawers, and trinkets, porcelain, everything in the room, like the rest of the house, still preserves the arrangement inherited from Soren's grandfather and grandmother, who inherited the house. Everything feels so familiar and comforting. As the rain outside intensifies, the murmur of raindrops hitting the windows grow louder, and you find yourself feeling surprisingly peaceful, as if you truly belong here. You know that by breaking up with him, you'll be saying goodbye, not only to him, but all these beautiful memories as well. Cut the sentimentality, and focus on your decision. Because we're going for the bad decision first. But this isn't your first time. Of course, you can't compare your relationship with Soren to your previous ones. Amongst all your past boyfriends, he was the one who showed you the most care and attention. He entered your life at a moment when you needed someone the most, proving that the miracles can still happen in this world. It was his plan. He was stalking us. Even so, that didn't guarantee your relationship would last forever, or that your feelings would never change. Just like now, you're grateful for having met him and for the time you spent together. No matter how he reacts to your decision to break up, the truth won't change. At least you hope it won't. Moments later, you hear his footsteps approaching the living room. And now everything's ready. We can move to the table dining. Your final dinner with Soren begins like any other, despite the tension churning inside you. As the scent of warm lamb chops he has served reaches your nose, you realize you're actually hungry. He takes his seat across from you at the table and offers an encouraging smile. Please try, love. I hope you like it. After everything he's done to prepare this for you, there's no way you could refuse. You pick up your fork under his attentive gaze and bring one of the pea-sized pieces into your mouth. Oh, he cut it for us too? Okay, he's a keeper. It would be me having a hard time actually cutting it. You don't need to be a gourmet to know this is perfection. The crispness on the outside, the tenderness on the juicy center, the way every spice is balanced just right. You'd always known he was skilled in the kitchen, but this, he's a house husband. Perfect house husband. He's a remote worker. I think we have a keeper. And he's Yandere too. This is flawless. Absolutely perfect. I never had anything like this in my life. He doesn't just expect the compliment himself. What satisfies him more is what he sees in your face, in your eyes. Even with the soft glow of the candlelight, you could tell the emotions well up behind his gaze. Smiling, he leans forward to refill your wine glass. I'm glad to hear that, love. For the next minute or so, the only sounds are the rain tapping against the window and your utensils against the plate. Even Princess is absent, granting you both a moment of rare privacy. No, she's somewhere. She's somewhere hiding, ready to pounce. You could tea meeting. Your gaze shifts towards the window, noticing the rain outside has picked up. The thought of the car journey in this weather begins to feel more unappealing. Besides, you're not exactly eager to leave this warm, peaceful home and return to your own small but chaotic studio apartment. We should just decide to move in with him. Instead of trying to break up, you decide to break up, conversation can wait a little longer. To be continued. And that was how to break up with your yandere boyfriend. If you like my content, please subscribe a comment down below. See you guys next time. And yes, this is still like a demo. I can't wait for the full release.